everybody, it's Tyler checking at the Lakeshore Qualifier in Wisconsin with team number 6984, STEMpocalypse Awaken. And I'm here with Jacob, EJ, and Colin. We're going to check out more about this robot. Not only is it a gorgeous robot we have here, really cool intake we're going to be showing off here, and a neat wobble goal mechanism as well, all here on Behind the Bot.
Giving you a voice.
Making it loud our own way.
Welcome to the fun.
We would like to thank our friends at Stryker for supporting fun so we can continue to make content for you. Stryker is a leading medical device company and is looking for those in first to join their team as interns or for a great career. Come join a company that will actively support you being in first at careers.stryker.com. Hey FTC teams, championships may be canceled, but FTC Reveal Night is still on, where you can create a 2-minute hype video to show off your team to the first community. Last year, dozens of teams submitted their robot hype video and thousands watched live as they were showcased. The event will take place on Saturday, April 24th, and submissions are due by Sunday, April 18th. Find out more information at firstupdatesnow.com/FTC Reveal 2021 or at discord.gg/firstupdatesnow. So Jacob, let's start out here with this really cool intake system all the way in the shooter. Let's show it off and tell me about some of the design behind what you chose here.
Sure. So initially, this is our initial intake spot. You see we have a Lexon piece for our ramp. It's complete. Our actual initial intake is completely passive, so we're just going to run into rings, usually using the wall, and intake them using a one-sided belt system attached to this core hex motor right here. So EJ, if you want to feed a ring in for us really quick. Like so. Then, operating off a winch and a pulley on the back of the robot, we then move our intake up and pivot it into our shooter, which is right here. And then we just push them back through. And as you can see, that's how it works.
So how did you come up with this design in particular to go from those multiple stages? And then was this the first idea you have, or did you come up with a couple others?
For the intake, it was not the first idea we had. We actually had a couple. It was a little bit of debate at the start of the season for what we were going to do with the intake, but eventually we agreed on this. This was the best option. So far, it's been working all right for us. Still some kinks to work out, though. As far as the shooter goes, for the most part, yes, the shooter stayed within our first ideas of it, just as simple. We were going to drive both of the wheels, but as you can see down here, we only have one motor actually driving, so the other wheel is completely passive.
Which kind of stabilizes it a little bit, right? Because if you're driving both of them, it can be a little bit more difficult to get the spin right and that sort of thing. So I think that might actually come to your advantage.
Yep, absolutely, yeah. That was one of the things. The other thing was just running out of motor space. We could only use 7 motors, so we were just really counting down from there.
Yeah, no, I really like this exchange that you guys have here. Looking at it so far, to me, we saw it on the field a little bit ago. It seems to work great, and I can't wait to see more of it coming in here. So let's keep going on here to the wobble goal mechanism that we have. We're going to be showing off that. Of course, a lot of 3D printing we'll be talking about a little bit, but can you tell me about the wobble goal mechanism that you have on your robot? How it functions, how did you come up with the design, that sort of thing?
How it works is we have a motor attached to a chain, and it rotates out. So and it takes 2 people to actually get it in. We have the person controlling the wobble goal and then the person driving.
Sure.
So when the person drives, they turn the robot and the wobble goal locks in. Then this turns to lock it in more, and then the chain and gears push it up, so then we can drive forward and put it down on the ground.
So we've seen a few different designs in regards to how the wobble goal works. You guys going to have a 2-stage with this as well too, right? Because it's got to get into the little claw that you have, and then you also lock it as well too. So why'd you go this route? Because it does seem to me like it might take you a little bit more time to do it, but it also is quite secure at the same time too. So what was kind of your cost-benefit analysis where you're like, we want to do it and make sure it's secure even though it might take a little bit longer?
We wanted to make sure that we could get over the wall for more points.
Sure.
But if we have to, we can just bring it over the line. So either way works, but...
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it locks in really well, so that's cool to have in. We're going to kind of wrap up on this robot here, and I think, to me, one of the stars of this is the aesthetics of this robot, and you might have noticed the pink right away on it, but you also got some cool laser engravings and etchings as well, too. So tell me about all the 3D printed parts on this, and then some of the other aesthetics that go into the robot as well.
Yes, many of our designs that we put on in 3D printing was coming from our CAD designs and from both SolidWorks and Tinkercad. We were trying to get a good assembly, so we made sure that each part would come together for the entire robot. Aesthetically pleasing, we wanted to make sure that each part maintained the same coloration to keep that same aesthetic of that cyberpunk theme with that nice chrome and bright pink.
Sure. One of the things you mentioned too is, so did you actually design this robot in a CAD software in SolidWorks? Or?
Most of it.
Okay.
We had some beta parts for stuff like the intake, which we didn't have a complete idea for, but we knew that it was going to be at a certain spot, and we knew where it was going to at least head. So we just had a nice beta part that we put in there for the assembly.
Yeah.
So then we had the final construction, we could put it together and not have any problems.
No, that's great to hear, because a lot of FTC teams we talk to don't necessarily go through that full process of doing that. So I'd love to hear that you are going through more of that engineering process versus maybe what some other teams are doing as well. So this robot here, it might take best in show for aesthetics, but it's performing pretty well too. So can't wait to see more of it out here at the Lakeshore Qualifier. So with that said, best of luck to you in this competition, and can't wait to see how you do in future competitions as well too. Good luck here today.
Thank you.
We would like to thank our friends at Stryker for supporting this video. Stryker is looking for current and future FIRST alumni to join their internship program, and FIRST mentors who are looking for a great career with a company who actually supports their FIRST journey. Go to careers.stryker.com to learn more. If you're on an FRC or FTC team and you're currently meeting safely in person and have a functional robot, we'd love to have you on our Behind the Bots or Behind the Bumper segments. Go ahead and reach out to us on any of our social channels, on Discord, or send us an email at admin@firstupdatesnow.com, and let's get your team scheduled to be on First Updates Now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date on our new videos. Keep the conversation going and provide your input to our content. Watch our live shows at twitch.tv/firstupdatesnow. Join our Discord at discord.gg/firstupdatesnow, and check out Fun FTC on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and First Updates Now on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.